Okay, quick video today. I'm going to show you every email flow that you need to set up in Klaviyo if you're a Shopify store to get results like this, like we've gotten from our clients. As you can see, the flow make 76% of this particular brand's revenue. And yeah, it's probably this month was around 80 and around 60,000 came through flows. Same thing for this one. This month was a high revenue and this month too. So I'm going to show you every flow that you need to get the same outcome. Let's get into it. The first thing I wanted to touch on is that you need to cover every touch point. I see a lot of brands have a very bare bones setup. So they might have one flow for top of funnel and one flow that is embedded in checkout. And this is very bare bone. You need to have one that is covering every person who bounces out of your website at every step. So at the homepage, if they exit, they need retargeting. At the product page stage, they need retargeting. And you get the point. The first thing is going to be a welcome flow. So if you're doing emails properly, then you are gathering emails in the first place with a pop-up. The pop-up is going to have an offer generally. So you might have a dollar amount off, a percentage off, a buy one, get one free, any offers like that you're going to split test. You need a welcome flow to get along with it. So when people accept and give you their emails, you need to give them the offer and make a flow that is going to incentivize them to actually convert. Then again, it's going to be the introduction to your brand. So if you have some unique value proposition, some unique mechanism that you need to educate your customers on, then this is the moment to do it, because people are very interested in your brand at this point. They just gave you their email. Make sure you expand on everything that is unique about you and every competitive edge that you have. Now also test hard, because you're going to have a lot of traffic coming through that flow. You can get away with having loads and loads and loads of A/B tests one after another, because the traffic is going to make it possible, right? So make sure you split test, because every tiny percentage increase in your conversion rate is going to translate into thousands and thousands of dollars in additional revenue through that flow. Then second flow, it's going to be the flow that is called active on site. So this one is going to be triggered whenever people from your email list go to your website and then just bounce straight after comment. So this shows that they had intent, but they did not finalize. It could be because of many things. So what you're gonna do is guide them as if your store was a physical location, like some store assistant. So you're gonna present the collection that you have, again, some unique value proposition that your brand has, guide them throughout your store and show them what items might be the best fit for them. Now, showcase your best seller, obviously, because this is the one that has the highest likelihood of actually converting. But yeah, your goal is to just bring them toward a product page so that you can segment your messaging. We're going to get into how you can do it in a second. But yeah, for this flow, this is going to be the metric that is going to trigger the email sequence within Klaviyo. So make sure you remember that active on site is going to trigger the active on site flow. Very straightforward. Then if you successfully redirect people to a product page, if they don't end up converting, this is the precise flow that you're going to send. So now you have a little bit more data on people. You know exactly what product they're interested in because you have that data. You know what they clicked on, basically. And what you can do now is give them personal recommendation on exactly why this product is the best fit for them, or give them similar recommendation in that category. So you can start personalizing the messaging. So you can mention exactly the name of the product that they saw a product page for. And this is where the setup gets technical, because you are gonna use code and conditional split to make people go through different customer journey, whether they saw this product or this other product. Okay, now that people saw your product page, maybe they added your product to cart. This is the flow that you're gonna send. And pay attention, you need a custom setup, because this trigger, that metric that is gonna trigger this flow is not native if you just integrated Klaviyo with your Shopify store. You need to make it a custom code and implement it into your online theme. So this is very important, because many brands, actually pretty much 100% of the brand that I audit, forget that this is the trigger that they need to set up, and they confuse their abandoned cart for what is actually an abandoned checkout. So you need to set up both, because you are missing out on the revenue of one if you only have this one and not the other. Now for the last flow, pre-purchase, you're gonna have your abandoned checkout. This is the last step, and you're gonna make your flow triggered by this checkout started metric, which is implemented straight away when you make the Klaviyo to Shopify integration. With this one, you can go very direct response. So you can send one email for every objection that people had. People won't be bothered by it because they're very interested in your brand. And at this point, you just need to push them over the edge. So every possible objection that a customer of yours might have before buying, send an email about it and try to convince them that you are the best fit for them. Don't worry, you can make this flow long. People showed interest, therefore you can message them. You can go between 5 emails and 15, depending on like if you get diminishing returns and the quality of your email. This will vary. Caveat though, your emails need to be good. And if you get like 20% open rate or like 15 open rate on your email 5, like your emails aren't good. Work on the actual quality of your emails before expanding and making the flow longer. And this is the last one that we're going to discuss in this video. This is the customer thank you flow. So this one you're going to send after people just bought. So you're going to have a very high open rate, like 80 plus. I've seen that happen because people just gave you their credit card information. At this point, they're waiting for every update that you're going to send to them. And it's very important to give them what they want, right? You want to let them know that they're going to get shipping updates soon and build that after. You definitely want to have a setup where you give people their tracking number so they can see exactly where their package is, when it's going to come, etc. So do let them know about that as soon as they purchase. But for the time being, you're going to try to upsell them, because the thing you're trying to do is add items to their package so that one, your shipping costs stay relatively the same, but the amount of product that you send them and the amount of money they give you for that is actually significantly higher. Just so you have about the same cost, but more revenue on top of it, so more profit. Try and aim for the highest take rate on your customer thank you flow, because at this point, people have their credit card in hand. And if you're getting a lot of orders every day, then you have ammunition to A/B test your email. Don't neglect upsell. They're literally the key to get you more profit. Now, if you need my help to set up that directly for your brand, then we guarantee that we add $30,000 to $100,000 in new monthly revenue for your brand thanks to our email marketing. The good thing is we take care of the copywriting, of the design, and actually sending the email for you. You just have to approve them before we send them. And the way we get paid is based on the revenue we add to your business. So it's truly risk-free on your end. If it's of interest, go to retainwithemails.com. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe for more on email marketing.